Kino der Toten is back! Welcome all you custom zombie players. We have for us today Kino der Toten. I have never seen a custom zombie mapper or map, whatever, for Kino der Toten. I'm super excited today to be able to play this. The mapper's name is A Grand, so big shout out to A Grand. I've played 3 of his maps now, and I really like them. So, you know, and I don't really like them because I necessarily think that they are the best looking maps or anything like that. There are certainly better looking maps out there, but man, this guy, okay, there's something about custom zombie maps and having the map making skills. Some people can make, you know, great looking maps that aren't necessarily all that fun. Some people make like really fun maps that don't look all that good. Well, this guy, A Grand, he seems to be able to capture the fun factor that seems to be lost out of so many of these new maps that are coming out. I swear there are so many custom zombie maps coming out, but this guy, A Grand, just seems to nail what makes a map fun. The way it feels, it's like when an athlete is being graded or whatever, and those things called intangibles that you can't necessarily put a statistic behind them, but you just know it when you see it or when you feel it. It just feels fun. It feels right. It seems to capture everything that's right about something, and this guy, A Grand, does it with his maps. Maybe you've heard of a map called Shinra Ops. It was the very first map that I ever played for my channel, and I loved it. It was even before I put audio together. There's just some basic text up when I'm doing that map. It's pretty funny, but I do intend to go back and play that one for you guys this week and do another run on Shinra Ops with some commentary, because I really do like that map. But yeah, guys, freaking Kino der Toten. I mean, this is where it all began for me, honestly. I didn't even know about zombies, about Call of Duty zombies, until a buddy of mine turned me on to Black Ops. And Kino was the first map I ever played. Had the map 5 been the first map I ever played, I'd have never picked up another zombie map again. I'd been like, if this is what Treyarch has to offer, I'm done with this junk. 5 was crap. But this, Kino, it's what got me into it. I love Kino der Toten. I remember, Kino der Toten back when the NGT guys, the Next Gen Tactics, when they consisted of, you know, Spider Bite, Meat Wagon, the Only Bentley, and that 4th wheel Hypermole. Yeah. But yeah, back when that team was up doing it, and they were making crazy videos like Shotguns Only, and they had video titles for their stuff like Roasted Red Pepper Hummus. I mean, what in the world does that have to do with zombies anyway? But who cares, because zombies was awesome, and it was fun, and it was the thing. We were all having a great time playing it, because, man, it was freaking zombies, and Kino was a good map. I mean, a little bit easy, maybe after a while, after you got really used to it, or maybe if you're just a pro player, but man, it's just hard to deny the fact that Kino is fun. But this is a pretty good replica of it. You know, even if it doesn't look exactly like it, it's got the feel. Trust me, guys, it feels like you're going back and playing Kino again. You know, some different weapons on the wall here and there. Like, you get the Type 100 where, I don't know, what was it, the PM63 was on Black Ops. But it's still got the basic look to it, and like I said, it's got the feel, and it captures that fun factor that just makes you really enjoy it. Here's that square room. My buddies and I, when we play Black Ops, we called this room Pictures. We came up with these like quick names to call each room on Kino, to identify where we're at. Like, where are you at, man? Oh, I'm in Pictures. And then we knew exactly where that was because I had the pictures on the wall. The next one was called the MP40 room, I believe, with that long staircase, because the MP40 in the next room is like your old standby weapon, you know? Like, everyone got the MP40. That was like the Thompson was for Darius, right? I mean, it's your bread and butter. But guys, I couldn't be more excited about this. And yeah, this map, it does have its shortcomings in some areas, like the traps. There are very, very few traps on this map. There's not that gun trap in this room. There's also not the gun trap in the theater room. The teleporter works, and we'll get to that a little bit later, but it does work slightly different. But all things considered, guys, this is Kino. Man, I've seen some work in progresses on, come up on like zombie modding and things, but I've never seen anyone complete anything. It's like people are afraid to release something that will be incomplete for fear of critics. And I understand, if you're gonna do something, if you're gonna make a map, do it right, whatever, put the time in, make it look as pro as you possibly can. But man, there also comes a point in time where, like, us zombie players, we're rabid, we are hungry. Give us something, whet our appetite in the meantime, And for all the critics out there who might be, let's say, oh, this map looks like crap. There's so many things about it that don't look like Kino der Toten. Maybe so. Go ahead and be critical. But A Grand, the mapper for this map, he hasn't released this to the public. Okay, I don't know if it's been sitting in his personal collection or whatever, but he hasn't released it, and maybe for fear of critics. And if this map gets criticized, then maybe rightly so, because it doesn't look. It could look more like Kino if a group of guys worked on it, a team or whatever, I don't know. But he's done a good job, and this is just, I have had a blast playing it. I played it a few times now. Like I said, I just downloaded it this morning. This is Sunday morning right now. I just downloaded this morning. When I got home from church, I loaded it up and played it, and yeah, just been having a blast with it so far. So this is just, I mean, it's just fun, man. It's fun to be able to play. It's fun to be able to play Kino again, without having to get my Xbox out and put Black Ops back in. I don't have Black Ops for PC. I kind of figured why, right? Because I'm into Custom Zombies, and Custom Zombies is way better. But yeah, this is just a dream come true for me. I mean, I wanted a long time, for people for some mapper to come out with Kino, and then, I got to talking with with A Grand, and he thanked me for playing Shinra Ops, a couple months back, and one thing led to another, and he sent me a link to some of his other maps that he made, and he mentioned Kino, and I was like, Kino! I gotta try it, So, like I said, I downloaded it, loaded it up, and as soon as it loaded, I was like, man, I am home. I am so home. This is great. So yeah, so guys, here it is, in all of its glory. As far as like the framework, the basic structure of it, it looks a heck of a lot like Kino der Toten. You can still run your circles where you could run before, without the traps. It's a little bit different. Maybe it's gonna make killing zombies a little bit harder for you for high rounds if you're used to using the traps to do that type of thing. But yeah. So like I said before, there's some maps, the Project X's of the world, Last Stand, Elite, Waterworks, Yodi's Lair. There's maps that just look really, really fun, and they're fun to play too. But this one, man, it's just got the feel. It just looks like, it just feels like Kino, And I think A Grand did a great job, for what it is. And you can have just a truckload of fun playing this. I mean, I really hope that one of these days he releases this for the public, and I hope that the public consensus is not to just criticize and say, don't release this this crap. You know, wait till it's more complete before you release it. I hope there's encouragement, guys. If you guys get a chance to play this in the future, please just give encouragement. You know, he was already, you know, one of the reasons why he didn't release it, he says that he wasn't happy about the zoning of the zombies, and you know, and there's maybe a few other things that he wasn't real happy about, and you know, maybe he tried to fix it and just couldn't, so he didn't release it. So this hasn't been released to the public, like I said. So it's not. I'm really gonna say it's not open for criticism. So I don't want this guy to get a bunch of crap just because some people out there think, oh, it could be a lot better, should have been a lot better before release. Well, you know what? That's why he didn't release it. But I'm very thankful that he let me play it because I'm having a great time. And like I said, I hope if you guys get a chance to play it, that you just offer up a bunch of encouragement to this guy and encourage him to keep on mapping. This week on my channel, Tamikaze777, I am just devoting this next week to playing maps by A Grand. I'm going to play 3 of them, starting with this one, Kino. I think the next one I'm going to play is Neo Base. You know, it's somewhat simple, you know, in its design and stuff like that, but it's good. It's good for running It's good for running circles. If you're a circle strategy runner, there's a cool place to run circles. If you're a camper, there's a couple of cool places to camp. I mean, it's just, they're not the best looking maps in the world that I'm playing, but they're super, super fun. And I hope you guys enjoy the videos. And if you get a chance to play them, I really hope you enjoy playing them. So, look, you know what? Someone can tell you that a map looks bad, has features that don't work as well as maybe they could or should, but no one can deny if you've had fun playing a map. And that's what this is all about. You know, that's what Custom Zombies is all about. It's about offering up encouragement, helping each other out, having a good time. Even if a map, no matter what a map looks like, you know, I mean, maps should look good. People should do their best, but you know, but if their best isn't as good as someone else's best, then who cares? Just enjoy it. Have a good time playing it. And you know, if you pick this map up, you can have a good time. Just go into it understanding what it is. You know, it's an artist's rendition. So back to these teleporters. These teleporters work a little bit different, and you'll notice that. You'll notice all the zombies do not congregate right there, like where Treyarch made them in the Black Ops version. What they do is they congregate right to where you teleport back to, and now you'll get to see what happens when you teleport right into the whole crowd of them. It's pretty fun and funny. And we are back. Boom! Zombie carnage and body parts. What happens is they just get fried. Kind of like the effect of when you just teleport away and it fries the zombies with the electricity. The same type of thing happens when you teleport back. You know, it does kill them pretty instantaneously, but as you can see, I did take some damage right there. So something you may want to do, as soon as you teleport back, start moving around, start moving away from the crowd. Something I did a couple of times is I had a Betty in my hand, and so as soon as I teleported back in, I slammed the Betty down, and it just kind of helped to take out the guys that were around me. But really, just moving away from the pad is probably your best bet. This does have some ported guns. It just doesn't have just all the Black Ops or World at War guns. There are a lot of different ones. I saw the AK. I got the AK-47 from the box one time. I got the M16 from the box. Then I papped it in another video. I have not seen the the Thunder Gun. Haven't seen the Thunder Gun in there. I don't think it's there. If it is, you know, that's awesome. But I didn't see it. Here's that outside area if you happen to run the left side of the map, which I do not typically, but I did want to open everything up and show you guys. And here's where it gets kind of crazy. I'm used to like the door being right there in the middle, which I'm pretty sure is where it is, but or where it is typically on Black Ops. I'm not used to it being on the far right side. So oh my gosh, I'm red. There's guys coming. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna go down. They're still coming. Code Closet Circle Strategy, please unlock. Yeah, oh goodness, that's crazy. Pretty tense, and they're already coming in upstairs. No, throwing some grenades to save my life. Boom, boom, boom. Man, I got a lot of guys right there. Do you see those points on my screen? I just made a killing. Now, something different about this one is, typically when you make it through that upstairs area there, this door already opens. I believe that's how it is. I guess I could be wrong. I thought that door was already opened. That you actually didn't have to open it from the inside there if you were running through there. So yeah, I'll be playing, starting with Kino, I'll be playing his map Neo Base, and then ending it with another run on Shinra Ops. Just to give A Grand, or whatever his name is, A Grand, just to give him a lot of support, a lot of publicity. Like I said, I did have a great time playing his maps. Kind of coming up with strategies for him, and just having a blast playing them. And there's a couple types of zombie players or mappers, and then there's probably a whole bunch of in between. But like, there's the map snobs. There's the guys that won't play anything unless it's like completely pro, or it's made by their clan, or whatever. Here I got the Stoner 63. This gun is rocking. It is so epic. Yep, the Stoner 63, baby. Okay, so there's the map snobs, the guys that won't play a map unless it's like the best of the best, because their standards are just way too high. And they have their place. Those are the guys that just aren't. They're the perfectionists. Those guys that just aren't happy until they get their stuff right. They're always trying to get better. They don't want to settle, and they expect everyone else not to settle too. And I appreciate there being those guys in the world. I appreciate the perfectionists out there. Yeah, I can't get this window to board up. It's probably a glitch. But then they also, the downside is they are snobs, and they have a hard time getting enjoyment and appreciating maps that don't look pro, that maybe have some problems, some faults, some flaws. So so that's them. And then there's also like just the rabid, hungry gamer, like the everyman gamer, the typical gamer. Guys like me, I'll play any map. Just because I'm thankful that there are guys out there making maps. I'm not a mapper myself, but I appreciate the guys that have figured out the mapping tools, that really try and get better. And even if they can't make an absolutely pro-looking map, I just appreciate the effort. Appreciate them, rolling up their sleeves and giving it a shot and doing their best. So, and there's guys like us that have our place too, in this world. So just really thankful for all and everybody in between, the variety of guys in between that kind of make up a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Everybody's got their place in my book. And you'll notice on this map, there's not an incredible amount of detail, you'd say. There's not like custom decals and all sorts of things all over the place, and and it's not like midnight dark like some mappers seem to want to do with every freaking map. Just make it so freaking dark. That's not my type of thing. Dark maps have their place, and sometimes you need a bright area and a dark area, whatever. That's cool, but not everything needs to have the Black Ops 2, this, that, the other, the blue eyes, everything ported, custom, everything. Sometimes plain walls are just A-okay. Sometimes that's just fine. Like I said, this map's not the most detailed, but whatever. I'm glad it does look a little bit more clean, than some of the other newer maps that are coming out that, are just microscopically tiny with a gajillion features and stuff like that. But it's soulless is what it is. It's completely soulless. There's no personality to it. You might say, wow, it looks so good, but why do I hate it so freaking much? Well, because it's soulless, because there's nothing to it. It was made with the intention of just being like, just trying to look better than the last map, just trying to, relying on its eye candy to make you like it. But then there's nothing necessarily about it that makes you want to go back and play it again. You're like, okay, that map looked pretty cool, but there's no reason for me to want to come back and play this again. But this map, Kino, it's not like that. Kino, you want to come back and play it again and again and again. So like I said, and I'll say many, many times in the future, thank you, Ed Grand, for your effort on this. Yeah, right, look, I'm going to get that. I really appreciate the effort. This just feels like coming home, guys. It really feels like coming home. The effort is certainly there, and it's appreciated. And I'm gonna play this map a ton. I played Kino a ton when it came out, and buddy, I'm gonna be playing this a ton too. And a Grand, if you're listening, you know, please release this. Maybe make some tweaks to it. Do whatever you want. Maybe put the UGX mod on it. Pretty please. We'll be buddies for life. But yeah, try some things and you know, release it to the public. I really hope you do, because I think there's some people out there that maybe aren't the world's biggest snobs that just want to play Kino der Toten for custom zombies. And I hope you guys are like me and you're just gonna play the crap out of it and love it and just really appreciate it. And if there's other mappers out there that see this and want to take this as a challenge, be like, okay, it can be done. Yeah, it can, and maybe try it yourself. Try and bring your game. If somebody out there is already trying to make Kino, well, you know, we haven't seen one yet. At least I haven't, and I've searched very, very hard to find a Kino map for custom zombies. So take this as a challenge. Not too much longer on this video, but let me know what you guys think. You know, and if you want to offer up encouragement to a Grand, you know, he's got a YouTube channel. I'll try and link his, since it's, like I said, since his map's not released, I'll try and link his YouTube channel in the description. So if you guys want to go over to his channel, subscribe, offer some encouragement. I think he's got a YouTube channel, I believe so. If not, you know, if you don't want to do that, then just put a comment under this video for him. You know, a big shout out, give him some thanks, some big props. Tell him how much you appreciate the effort, and tell him you want to see this map come to custom zombies. So yeah, leave a. I'm sure he'll be checking this video since he's just let me play this, but yeah, comment this video to death and like it so we can see that we want more Kino. Guys, thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. I guess I lasted a little bit longer. I thought for sure I was gonna go down there, but yeah, it's been fun, and like I said, I'll be playing this quite a bit more, I'm sure, because man, I just can't get enough Kino. And it's got some ported guns, like I said. Got the Stoner 63. That wasn't in the Black Ops 1, but so yeah. Appreciate you guys watching this video. Big thanks. I'm Kamikaze, and I'm out.